Business YouTuber Patrick Bet-David is in big trouble. He just got exposed by CoffeeZilla, and I'm not going to lie to you, I've had my suspicions about Patrick Bet-David for some time. There's something about this guy that just screams kind of slimy MLM kind of vibe to me. I've heard a few different stories about him and how he kind of made his money in suspect ways. But in this scandal, okay, he is getting exposed by CoffeeZilla for apparently taking $1 million from a massive Ponzi scheme and basically doing verbal jujitsu when CoffeeZilla confronts him and asks if he'll be returning that money back so that the people who were scammed out of their money can get made whole. It's pretty bad. It's pretty damning stuff. And I'm going to break it all down to you in this video, okay? So basically, he is in a whole bunch of trouble, and it's all about this company, Goliath Ventures, okay? People are asking, well, CoffeeZilla was asking, has Patrick Bet-David apologized yet for promoting a massive Ponzi scheme called Goliath Ventures? Has he addressed if the reported $1 million his company was paid for this will be paid back to victims? I've reached out to Patrick Bet-David directly about this, no response. He eventually got there, but let's hear what he said. Let's hear how this all went down.
Fall Conference this year is brought to you by Goliath Ventures. The title sponsor of this entire event is Goliath Ventures. Founder Chris Delgado. We've spent a lot of time with these guys. They've come to Yankees games with us. They've been coming to Vol conferences for the last God knows how many years. Goliath Ventures, founded in 2019. Goliath Ventures is a global private equity firm focused on blockchain, founded by Chris Delgado. It's built on 3 pillars: technology, opportunity, and community. Built on 3
global was it global private equity venture with blockchain? It's sounding a bit scammy to me off the rip.
3 pillars: technology, opportunity, and community. You can go search them, Goliath Ventures Inc.com, to learn more.
Now look at their logo.
About them. They'll be at the Vol Conference all over the place.
It's sort of like some kind of upside down triangle, some sort of upside down pyramid.
The Justice Department says the 34-year-old scammed investors out of $328 million through his company, Goliath Ventures.
Fall Conference this year is brought.
They be putting it in your face, man. Don't tell me the pyramid scheme logo was a goddamn motherfucking triangle. All right, ain't no Illuminati, right? It's an upside down triangle for the pyramid schemers. It's crazy, okay? So let me bring you up to speed, all right? Goliath Ventures, it's a Florida-based crypto firm reportedly accused of defrauding more than 2,000 investors out of hundreds of millions of dollars. Now, the former president and CEO, Christopher Delgado, later appeared from his multi-million-dollar mansion to explain to everyone what happened.
Complaint.
No, Greg and Martha, but he repeatedly told me that he never intended for Goliath Ventures to become a Ponzi scheme. Now he is cooperating.
The logo would say otherwise, folks.
With the feds, and he told me he's already told them what you're about to hear, from how it all started to where that cash went.
Christopher Delgado says he was in Dubai trying to salvage Goliath Ventures when he learned a federal criminal complaint was coming.
I had a responsibility to come back, not only face the charges, but also give a full picture of what happened.
Delgado is no longer running Goliath Ventures, and he says he's not running from the truth either.
They put their trust in me, and I failed them.
Hundreds of people trusted him with their life savings, and some lost it all. He's wearing an ankle monitor, confined to his 11,000 square foot estate.
Oh, it's so hard. It's a rough, confined to his 11,000 square foot estate. Oh, it's a tough day for Goliath Ventures.
Last year with Goliath Investors cash, just before his attorneys confirmed he was under federal investigation.
There was only like $160,000 left in the bank account.
Chris, she blew through tens of millions of dollars.
We were paying people. And our people were making an astronomical amount of money.
This federal criminal complaint shows Goliath was born out of Gen Z venture firm in 2019 when Delgado moved from Miami to Orlando, a long way from where he grew up in Victorville, California.
I grew up poor. My first job, I was making $8 an hour and was still broke at 16, with no bills, working my ass off.
Delgado says he earned his first million later as an adult working as a consultant, bringing in $100,000 to $200,000 per contract, convincing businesses and entrepreneurs he could boost their brands. And he was investing.
I think that was the first.
So look, this guy, right, he just made an absolute mess of this, upside down triangle scheme, let's call it. But, he went on to break down how some of the money was supposedly invested, but realistically, he was offering returns way beyond what was possible. And as we're going to hear from CoffeeZilla, everybody really should have seen the writing on the wall when it came to such a ridiculous upside down triangle scheme.
Inside of his $8 million Isleworth mansion, Christopher Delgado wears an ankle monitor right next to his Hermes sandals that retail for about $1,000. He's surrounded by luxury clothes, cars, and comfort.
This is an actual one of 2 Louis Vuitton pool tables.
Prosecutors allege Delgado
He's not doing himself any favors, bro. Those Louis pools, that's like, bro, it might be tens of hundreds of thousands.
paid for this lifestyle with money from investors who thought his company, Goliath Ventures, was earning them quick and large monthly returns from 3 to 8%. They each had to invest at least $100,000.
So just to give them people I'm pretty financially literate, okay? Let's just put it that way, okay? If anyone's offering you any returns above 4% a year, you should be suspicious, all right? Something is going on. And that's not to say that you can't get those kind of returns doing things, making smart investments. You might get into Nvidia, Google, Tesla at the right time, and you might make way more than 4%. But if an institution is guaranteeing you, promising you we're going to do more than 4% a year, they're doing some fuck shit, right? No one can guarantee that. 3 to 5 or 8% a month, you in an upside down triangle scheme, my friend, okay? Because even if you just understand the power of compounding, okay, 4% a month, if you did that for like 10 years, it's unlimited money. The power of compounding is so powerful. Ain't no one getting those kind of returns. It doesn't happen, okay? It actually doesn't happen. So if anyone's promising you that, okay, it just doesn't happen.
Delgado told prosecutors some poured in millions.
So what happened to their money that should have been sitting in an account?
Their money was being used to make distributions
To who?
to either them or other investors.
Yes, it's a pyramid scheme. If you really don't know anything about money and how money works, obviously, like pyramid scheme, it's basically like, I'm promising you, I'm going to double your money. I'm going to double your money. Give me $100,000, I'm going to double it. I convince the next guy to give me $100,000, tell him I'm going to double it. I'm going to throw you his 100. You thinking, hell yeah, you coming back with $1 million. I got to find some other sucker to give me 100 so that I can pay him off. Eventually the music stops, right? This has happened. Bernie Madoff, all these people over the years. This is a pyramid scheme. It's a pyramid. It will all collapse, right? The upside down triangle scheme. Just check his logo, all right? You'll understand.
And what else did you use the money for?
I mean, we used it for corporate events. We used it for personal spend.
The Securities and Exchange Commission has strict regulations for managing an investment fund.
Here's the thing. People say they're going to invest. What are you actually doing with my money? We're going to double it. Yeah, but how? Like how? What are you actually going to do? If people ain't telling you how they're going to do, what are you going to go and do? What smart genius idea? Okay, we investing in a food truck. We investing in Google shares. We investing in crypto. What are we actually doing with the money? He ain't got an answer. You just talking about, Brad, don't worry about it. I'm going to give you 4% a month. Just shut up. Give me your money. I need more.
On WhatsApp messages we obtained show someone Delgado communicated with raising concerns about the SEC and U.S. laws dating back to 2023.
Did you have a license to manage it? Like, how was the...
I mean, we've always sought counsel. And we were told, this is friends and family.
It grew to other people, some investing their pensions and others retirement accounts. Delgado says early investor money did go into a cryptocurrency fund in Dubai, but it grew too quickly and ended up frozen.
It grew too quickly. He was making too much money.
Goliath could see the money, but couldn't move it.
We had so much inflow coming in. And we knew that we had the cash to cover. And we knew once our product launched that we could have right or wrong and no one would have ever known.
Yeah, no one would have ever known. Then we could have just kept doing it. That's not how it works. These people, they think they're very smart in terms of presenting themselves, but they're not actually smart in terms of like They think they've just invented a way of conjuring money out of thin air, and eventually it always catches up with them. Even these Sam Bankman-Fried dudes, like, these guys are actually making real money, but it's basically like the principle, the fundamentals of what they're doing, the equation doesn't add up, and it's only a matter of time. But anyway, documents would also show that, investor money was allegedly also used for charity donations, which now may need to be clawed back.
Documents we obtained show criminal complaint. Documents we obtained show, and Delgado admits to us the company used other people's money to donate at least $5.1 million to this long list of organizations across Central Florida. Some of the largest donations went to Equity Estates, Bet David Consulting.
Bet David Consulting? Oh no.
Kids Beating Cancer.
How's that? That ain't a charity neither. Kids Beating Cancer ain't got enough. All right, should have given more to Kids Beating Cancer. He like Robin Hood. He taking money from the rich and their retirement plans, and he giving it to the poor, cancer-ridden kids, and poor old Patrick Bet David $1 million.
Cancer, Runway to Hope, Orangewood Christian, and Victoria's Voice. In May of last year, Goliath was the title sponsor for Runway to Hope's signature event.
Chris Delgado, their CEO, thank you for all your support over these last few years, and we appreciate you greatly. We appreciate your team greatly. Thank you all very much.
Thank you.
And if you want to be presenting sponsors next year, the price is going up.
9 Investigates confirmed through court records that all of the charities and organizations have received subpoenas for financial records and other communication, along with the Republican Party of Florida, which Delgado donated $25,000 to in 2024, and newly elected Apopka Mayor Nick Nesta, who revealed on social media earlier this year that he sold homes to Delgado. The receiver working through a bankruptcy filing to find out how much of the money can be salvaged to help repay investors. We're learning through those court filings there could be up to 1,500 people out of at least $500 million, much more than the $328 million cited in that criminal complaint.
Here's the problem for our buddy old Patrick Bet David, the PBD, all right, Mr. PBD podcast. Here's the problem. Goliath, he talking about at the start, this started as friends and family, then it expanded to we didn't file with the SETC. We thought we was just scamming our friends and family into a Ponzi, to an upside down triangle. Yeah, you spent $1 million for sponsorship on Patrick Bet David's conference. So Patrick Bet David funneled people into this scheme and this scam. People that looked up to Patrick Bet David, people that admired him, people that enjoy his content, that trust him to recommend and screen good people to put in front of his audience, to have oversight over the people he's putting in front of his audience of millions. They're trusting Patrick Bet David to protect them from scams. He's a serious guy. He's only going to recommend us serious guys. Well, Patrick Bet David is saying, nothing to do with me. Nothing. If you're a fan of Patrick Bet David and you found out about Goliath Ventures and you put your money up because you're thinking, well, shit, if Patrick's fucking with him, I must trust him. You got cooked. So CoffeeZilla's been explaining the role that Patrick Bet David has allegedly played in promoting this company and getting his fans scammed.
Goes way beyond the it's just allegations, bro. Christopher Delgado has confessed to a lot of this behavior. And where Patrick Bet David comes into all of this is because he was a huge form of social proof for Christopher Delgado to seem legit. His entire organization kind of made this guy mainstream.
Goliath Ventures, founded in 2019. Goliath Ventures is a global private equity firm focused on blockchain, founded by Chris Delgado. It's built on 3 pillars: technology, opportunity, and community.
And this is why I reached out to Patrick Bet David and his team, only to get no response. I'm expecting some accountability here. Our story starts in 2025 when this guy, Christopher Delgado, is on stage at the Patrick Bet David Vault Conference. He was the title sponsor for them, and he used it as an opportunity to kind of pitch himself.
I could make passive income for myself, raise my family, and basically enjoy life.
Now, even when you go to Patrick Bet David's own summary, you can see Goliath in this video, in their own highlight reel, where they are the title sponsor, Goliath Ventures. They're apparently on the lanyard. Right here, you can see Goliath Ventures, Inc. signed on as the title sponsor to the Vault 2025 conference. And they even made a pitch video of why you should be a brand sponsor of the Vault conference.
More than 2,000 CEOs lead teams of 75 plus employees. They come from around the world to grow, scale, and do business. And they don't just attend, they engage. Last year, 85% interacted with sponsors on site. The response from attendees was overwhelmingly positive.
So it's pretty clear what Vault is pitching. Hey, we'll give you access to this, entrepreneurship conference, these attendees. You pay us, we'll get you hooked up with them. And that's exactly what Goliath Ventures did. Now,
imagine you pull up to Patrick Bet-David's conference and you're thinking, holy, I've struck gold. This company's going to give me 4% a month. I'm going to be doing better than Warren Buffett by the end of the year. I'm going to be the greatest investor in the history of investing by the end of year one. They're really offering 4% every single month. And Patrick stamped it, man. We at PBD's event. We at PBD's shit. So it must be stamped, it must be merched, it must be vouched for, okay? So CoffeeZilla actually got onto a call with Patrick Bet-David and asked him straight up to his face, would he be turning over the $1 million that was given to him by this Ponzi that ponzified their way in front of Patrick's audience and potentially scammed some of his own fans?
Of course, absolutely.
So are you going to turn the money over? That seems to be an important question.
That's the conversation we're in right now, and you will hear all about it when the decision is made.
Well, what decision? I feel like we could make a decision now and do a good thing,
Stephen, I know what you're doing. The part that you don't know about the way I do business, I don't avoid you. Meaning, if you and I did something together many years, I'm not a guy that's going to be sitting there running, avoiding. When we make mistakes, we'll call it out. When we do things that is right, great, we're celebrated. This is not one of the things that we're celebrating. We're not happy about this, and we're doing a lot of things behind closed doors. The part that, I'll give you one part that I think it's important to know, and for your audience to know, the part that a lot of people they're concerned with, and I'm talking specifically the authorities, is the people that were working with them getting paid big money. Those are the ones that they're targeting in a big way. We've not, this wasn't you know how sometimes you do certain crypto deals and it's like, hey, affiliate, you're going to get this much money for this affiliate. Zero. We didn't accept nothing like that. So there isn't, hey, we're going to pay you an additional, 10% on whatever that's done. Zero. We don't do business.
Right. You got paid the million, but you got paid the $1 million, right? And so
$1 million has.
And look, I'm not. I know it sounds like I'm trying to put you on the spot. I'm not. It just seems like you're gonna have to fork it over eventually for the receivership, anyways. Like so many people lost money. It seems like an easy win,
So I don't think he wants to hand it over, folks. I don't think Patrick wants to give that $1 million back. He doesn't want to admit any wrongdoing. And he's doing a bit of a dance. He's doing a bit of a side step. He's doing a bit of a 2C slide. Left foot slide. Basically, I'm saying Patrick Bet-David ain't going to give the money back. All right, that's what's going on. So CoffeeZilla would also ask if Patrick would apologize for introducing so many people to Goliath Ventures. After all, it was stamped. I found out about them through Patrick's event.
Come in, they see a big name like yours. It's just immediate trust, right? They say, hey, it's Patrick Bet-David. I know that guy. He wouldn't be at the Yankee Stadium with this guy if it was nothing. It wouldn't be the Vault title conference, guy. So to those people, to the people who may have invested because they saw your name attached, what do you have to say to them?
Yeah, and again, fair question. This is what I'll tell you. When you and I become investors, and I'll call a guy that's a guy I respect a lot. He's a billionaire, and he's done a lot of deals. And he'll introduce me to a deal. And I'll get into it and I'll put whatever, $5 million, $2 million, $500,000, $100,000. It doesn't go right. I'm the risk taker. Okay? I'm the risk taker that chose to invest into that deal. The onus is with me, the individual that chose to take the risk. So I took the risk of accepting this guy as the title sponsor. At that time, we didn't find anything. For me to apologize, it's apologizing for a mistake he made. No. What could we have done to find something else? There was nothing else to find what the guy was doing.
The whole pitch of Goliath was 3 to 5% a month. That's just unsustainable. You know that. I know that. Like everybody knows.
Unrealistic, right? Completely unrealistic investments. But Patrick's talking about, look, if you found out about a sponsor through my event, through my shit, through my channel, you shit out of luck, bro. You took a risk. You crapped out. You done took a risk and fucked around and found out. Ain't my problem. Ain't my problem. I took a risk having these guys on, and now I'm paying the price. So your bitch ass better shut the hell up. All right, I'm keeping that $1 million. So PBD basically refused to apologize, and he revealed he never invested any of his own money in Goliath. He had the opportunity to invest and get 4% a month, become one of the... Do you even understand how compound interest works? Wait a minute. I'm just going to nerd out on you guys just for a minute, okay? Because compound interest, right? If you understand the power of compound interest, this is how a lot of people get rich, okay? You get your 4%. If you've got $100, you get your 4%. At the end of the year, you got 104. Next year, you're getting 4%, but you're getting 4% of 100 plus the 4 you got last year. So you're getting even, really, right? Your interest that you're getting each year, you've got a bigger amount of money to get interest on. So imagine how big your money will grow if it's getting 4% a month. Now, an interest rate of 4% a month, not a year, a month. We don't usually measure interest in months because it's ridiculous. It doesn't happen, all right? That's a nominal annual rate of 48% for the year. However, when you compound it monthly, this should yield an effective rate of 60%, 60.1%. Every $100 will grow to 160 in 1 year. Do you have any idea, all right? Do you have any idea how much? Let's say it's 100 grand. I think you have to invest 100 grand minimum, right? No years. Let's say 10 years at the 60.1 interest rate, right? I don't know about that. Compound frequency, it's monthly. $100,000 at 4% annualized compounding will be $35 million in 10 years. This doesn't happen. 100,000. Next year you got 179, 300, 500,000, 1 million. In 4 years you got $1 million off 100K. This doesn't happen. This isn't a thing that happens. This isn't a thing you go and get. Maybe this is a thing you get if you start your own business and your business grows at 10% a year, 5% a month. That's possible, but that's not investing. That's not what this is. It's a diabolical scam. If you don't understand this stuff, you might not realize how egregious, how much of a slap in the face this scam actually is to people that know about finance. That's not possible, okay? I could throw some money at a 4% a month situation and never work a day in my life ever again off a small amount of money, all right? It's nonsense. Doesn't happen. So Patrick refused to apologize. He never invested any of his own money, even despite having the opportunity to invest in quite literally one of the greatest investment opportunities in history as it was presented.
Go back a second. There's a few things you said. I don't want to go too far without addressing a few. So you said, look, I think he was betting on Bitcoin going up. I mean, that's not true. He was just taking in wires to Coinbase. Well, I'll tell you. Yeah, I can tell you because I looked into it. So he was just taking in money to Coinbase and just paying out people. All his story about liquidity pools, all that wasn't true. It was just a straight up Ponzi scheme. You said, one thing you said is, look, I'm a leader. I have to own up to my mistakes. Sometimes owning up to your mistakes is just apologizing. Again, it's not a gotcha. I really want to give you the platform because this is the first time you're addressing it to just say, hey, look, I'm not saying that you knew that it was a Ponzi scheme. It was. The returns were completely unrealistic. You said that yourself. I mean, if someone can't rely on you to do that due diligence, it's just kind of like you're kind of saying you messed up without saying it, though.
That's an unfair statement to make, but, you're doing your part and you're asking me the questions and I'm giving you my answer. And this is my answer to you. Right. Again, if I knew any of this stuff before, of course I have to apologize. If we knew any, and by the way, what's $1 million? Nothing to us.
So why not commit it though? But why not commit it back to the people who lost money?
He is sucker, right? Because he's like, $1 million is nothing to us. It's like, why don't you give it back then? Whoa. Why don't you give it back?
My point, what I mean by this, the $1 million is spent for an event.
It's nothing to us, but it's spent. It's gone.
We knew a second before the event, this is what's going on. Of course we're taking a different position. But we didn't know, Stephen. It's that simple.
We spent it. We didn't know it was a scam. And now we know it's a scam. It's gone. It's gone. Like a scam. Almost like a scam. You know how like a scam when you want your money back and it's gone? We're doing that. Okay.
It sounds to me like you're like, hey, look, we spent the money on the event. Too bad, so sad to the people who lost all their money.
That's not what I'm saying. No. I sympathize with everybody. I've lost money. I don't get to where I'm at without having lost money many
Did you lose money with Chris Delgado?
I didn't invest too much money. No,
I'm up $1 million on Chris Delgado, baby. Hell no, I ain't apologizing, bro. But $1 million ain't nothing to us, all right? But I will definitely not give it back because that's crazy. So Basically, last thing we're going to look at, right? Patrick Bet-David just embarrasses himself. It's so embarrassing. He says they stopped taking sponsorships, but CoffeeZilla pointed to another partnership that's still visible on his YouTube videos. And it's like, he's just playing mind games at this point. Yeah, we're still doing sponsors, right? We're not doing no sponsorship, but we're still doing we still get money off people we're not really vetting.
Clear what they were doing. So that's why that part of it's...
My bad, this is the wrong part of the video. We're going to switch it up.
Like this, that we have to explain ourselves. And in life, I try to set the example for my kids to never put yourself in a situation that you have to explain a bad decision you made, do it more on the front end. And all we're doing right now is find a way for this to never happen again. And by the way, again, it's important for you to know this, Stephen. You're a guy that does proper due diligence. Go back and watch my last 2 years of podcasts. I don't know how long it's been. Maybe it's a little over 2 years. We've not taken a penny on sponsorship for 2 years on our podcast because this is exactly what I didn't want to deal with. Remember when, what is the SPF thing that happened with...
FTX.
Oh, FTX. Yeah, when the FTX thing happened and everybody was like, oh, he took 15 million. Oh, he took 3.5 million. Oh, he took this. I went to my guys. I said, guys, I don't want sponsorship money. And so our strategy changed where we said, we're going to do sponsorship of products that we run because I'll take responsibility for product that I'm running because I'm the CEO.
Okay, quick question there, though, because I'm looking at your show right now. It says Kalshi on your thing, the sports betting, they do prediction markets, Kalshi/PBD. Are you guys partnered with them, and what's that about?
Well, remember, Kalshi is not my, title sponsor. They're a platinum sponsor for the Vol Conference. And remember what I told you. We said we're going Fortune 1000, Fortune 2000.
He's a liar, right? He's a liar. No, we're not taking... I told my team we're not taking no more sponsorships. Yeah, that's a Diamond Vault sponsor. Like, that's not... you know what I'm saying? That's a Diamond Vault sponsor for the event. Yeah, like, this guy's a liar.
I don't have a problem going with companies that have names, but I'm not going to...
Kalshi is a gambling app where you can bet on the weather, okay? You putting that on your audience is fucked, right? I don't rate it.
Go with companies that are not names. And Kalshi
as long as it's a big name, I don't care how much money my audience loses to gambling on the weather.
Happens to be a company.
Okay, I was just misunderstanding it because you said you didn't do sponsors on your show.
No. Kalshi is a vault sponsor that a part of it is the podcast. So if you come to the conference, you would see a massive booth for them.
Okay.
Because they're one of the platinum sponsors.
Okay.
He's a liar. He doesn't take sponsors. He takes platinum sponsors, but not sponsors. Like, platinum sponsors, diamond sponsors, dookie sponsors. There's a platinum sponsor. It's not a sponsor, bro. You dumb.
And also remember the rule. There have to be an established company. They're an $11 billion company that's a well-known company out there in the marketplace, and
they're $11 billion up off of fucking idiots gambling on the weather and wasting their money on nonsense.
Me having a podcast that I'm always talking about politics, and we talk.
Are you into the gambling stuff? I mean, I don't want to go too long, but are you into?
He doesn't gamble. Okay, I'm a spoiler alert. He doesn't gamble. Okay, he is a. Am I going to use the G word? He a grifter. Okay, he out here grifting. All right. I've watched a few PBD interviews. I think the guy's a bit of a clown. He's one of these people that's just like, he's just a salesman, all right? He Jordan Belfort style person. He on the podcast selling, he's selling. He'll steamroll you in any conversation, all right? He'll jump, I'm not going to apologize. It's just all games, kung fu, word salad to him, okay? To just get what he wants, to get where he wants, to get the guests he wants, to get the appearances he wants, to go viral. The guy is a shell of a man, okay? Yeah, he's very rich. Got more money than me. Oh, no, he's got more money. I don't care. All right. I would never do an MLM. All right. Never do Ponzi. Don't want to promote gambling. I just think it's screwed up. All right. All the people that have been hating on me recently, Ross is starting new channels. I have actively made a decision that I'm not going to take any of these gambling sponsorships. If I want to make more money, I'm going to make more channels. I'm going to make more good content. I'm going to put that out in the world. And if that earns me money, then I know that my heart is clean. I'm earning money off of things that are positive. I'm putting content out there for people to enjoy. I don't want to promote the gambling. I'll promote other things. I do like promoting things. I like doing sponsorships, especially things that I use. But the gambling stuff, I'm not personally into it. These MLMs, these Ponzi schemes is ridiculous, okay? He up $1 million. $1 million ain't nothing to him, but he won't give it back, okay? That's the type of person you're dealing with, PBD. So let me know what you thought of that one, man. If you like this video, make sure that you like, leave me a comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. I don't know if my channel can get hyped. If you can hype a video, hype me. If not, then, you know what I'm saying, we're going to have to just throw that hype to someone else. But anyway, thank you for watching this one, man. I'm going to do 2 more videos today. I thought I was just going to do 1, but I actually got another one locked and loaded. So stay tuned for that. But thanks for watching, and I'm out.